The General Secretary of the Ghana Trades Union Congress, Lincoln Lewis, is saying that the general resentment to the decision to close the Wales sugar estate could have been averted. According to Lewis, the government's actions were not at all inclusionary, and that should not be, given the fact that sugar is a national issue and has multiple stakeholders. Lewis said the perfect route is one that followed consultation prior to making what now appears as a unilateral decision.
Closure of Wales will impact on the communities around. They should have taken, to my mind, they should have called in GAU, they should have called in NASI, they should have called in the RDC, they could have called in the NDC, and even the PPP. Call them in. The cane farmers, call them in too.
Lewis said the approach taken, however, speaks of total disregard for certain time-honored principles. Mr. Lewis expressed that it allowed for the issue to spiral out of control, giving the opposition meat for their bone. In this light, the GTUC General Secretary relayed that he does not buy into Jagdeo's posture, since Jagdeo is not at all righteous.
Jagdeo is involved in bigotry, to put it mildly. This was the man who closed Diamond. He closed Diamond. Don't today run in to say going out there that he's concerned about workers. He's not concerned about workers. Jagdeo bigotry is just about him being the center of everything, and he must be the man who wields the power. That's about Jagdeo. Jagdeo has no interest in people.
Lewis also made mention of the very Jagdeo's closure of the bauxite industry and the dictatorial format it took. The GTUC General Secretary said the opposition is just using the issue for mere political gain. According to Lewis, politics and race should not be peddled in this case, since sugar has deeper roots, laying waste to the PPP's claim that the government is targeting PPP supporters.
There are people even like Jagdeo who walk around with the notion that this sugar closure at Wales will impact on Indians. No! While the majority in the industry may be people of Indian descent, a sizable portion, right, comes from the other ethnic communities, you know? Yeah. So the question here is not a race it impact on. It's a question here where it impacts on Guyanese and the Guyanese society.
It is a known fact that the ebb and flow of the sugar industry are not only felt by those who are employed within the sector, but the nation as a whole. The government is therefore urged to hold widespread consultations on the issue, since the closure of estates is not the only recourse.